Olá a todos. Hello, everybody. I am Vera Faria Leal. I'm a Portuguese astrologer, and today this is a very, very special live stream from my YouTube channel, Vera Faria International, because it is in the most loving memory of a great, great man. I'm very moved. Beloved Alan Oken, he was one of the greatest esoteric astrologers of the world. He was born in New York. He was a beloved friend. He spoke 6 languages. He was a genius. He was a very, very loving soul. So I chose this Libra full moon in this most special Easter, most special time of the year, this April of 2022, since we did for about 1.5 years, almost every full moons, we did our lives in Portuguese. Since Alan Oken loved Portugal, he was a great teacher also in our school, in one of the greatest schools in Lisbon of astrology, which is called Kiran or Chiron, from another beloved teacher of mine and beloved friend, Maria Flávia de Monsaraz, one of the greatest astrologers of the world. So when myself and Alan Oken started these full moon lives, we did it in sweet memory of beloved Maria Flavia. And we only paused for a month where I was almost dying in June of 2021. But fortunately, well, it was not my time yet to live. But beloved Alan passed away about a month ago. And so now I'm doing this life alone, in sweet memory of these 2 wonderful friends of mine. So it is a very, very emotional time for me. But I accepted to do this way. They taught me the strength of vulnerability, and here I am. So this is my introduction to you. This is my very first live since 1.5 years without Alan Oken. And well, in his honor, blessed be. Of course, my first live in the full moon, of course. And I decided to do it in English because we were doing it in Portuguese. Always people were asking, some people from his followers, try to translate, to bring subtitles, because we also want to always to receive the wisdom of Alan. Well, I decided to do this live in English, so honoring also Alan Oken's followers and friends. We are so many around the world. So we are living special moments, and astrology, the handwriting of Goddess, is dotting the way with light and meaning. In the end of April, near to the second new moon we are going to have in the same month, which is something not so common, we will have Venus, our inner Eden, as I call her sometimes, conjunct Jupiter, the Guru, and Neptune, the universal love, all in Pisces, the waters of the universal mystery. So much love, so many possibilities arising from the opened hearts. What a giant cosmic calling to compassion and connection and inspiration. and celebration of the soul. What in us is of the same substance. The great conjunction Jupiter and Neptune in Pisces, which they both rule, initiated in April, in the 12th of April, in the Holy Week, in Easter, and in the same sign occurs each 165 years. So this conjunction in the same sign, Jupiter, Neptune, in this case in Pisces. So it is one in a lifetime event, very, very special. And I remember speaking with Alan, beloved Alan, several times in our previous lives about this conjunction in April of this year, 2022, because it would be such a window, such a portal of hope, you know. So in this first full moon after the equinox of spring, chosen by the Catholic Church to celebrate the Holy Week, the Easter. So now it is happening once every 166 years. In April the 5th, we also have the Jewish Easter, and this first full moon after the beginning of the esoteric year in Aries new moon on April the 1st, the one of Aries, the lamb, has Christ. So we have in April so much important symbolism to understand and integrate, infusing these times of lucid hope and visions of renewal. Yes, we have the great tension of this full moon squaring Pluto in Capricorn, but Sun in Aries demands a new start, the resurrection of the lamb, or our inner sun. Amidst war, scarcity, massive media manipulation, I dare to say there is a beacon of light pointing the direction, and we have to hear it, we have to see it, we have to feel it, we have to make sense of it, to take our resurrection serious. The moon in Libra is infused by the intuitive, sensitive, creative, appeasing gifts of Venus. The skies are mirroring us the way. Jupiter, Mars, Saturn, and Venus are also visible in the sky in April. Especially Jupiter, it was considered by the ancient Babylonian astrologers as even more benevolent when visible. In Pisces, where he rules, traditionally, it is extremely beneficial. So now, this time, this amazing conjunction, Jupiter-Neptune, occurs also with Uranus at 13 degrees of Taurus. And it is remarkable that the last time when Jupiter and Neptune were conjunct in Pisces, Uranus was also in Taurus, nearby the same degree, in 1856. And more remarkable yet, on the 17th of March of 1856, Sunday, it was also Easter. So with the same Jupiter-Neptune conjunct in Pisces, 18 degrees, and Uranus in the same Taurus at 17 degrees, and the same Libra full moon, and the same, of course, Easter, 166 years ago. Similar aspects within a different of this time lapse, So in that occasion, there was a war of the Russian Empire against the Ottoman Empire, supported by the great potencies of France and United Kingdom, fighting for the Crimea Peninsula. So we live, of course, similar moments now with Ukraine supported by the Occidental countries, Western countries, I'm sorry. So the skies are still mirroring us the way. 80 years after, and 80 years are after the cycle of 166 years, April the 2nd of 1939, it was again Easter. Jupiter was in Pisces, this time opposing Neptune, and Uranus having crossed his entire cycle of 84 years was again in Taurus. So this confluence of Jupiter, Neptune, and Uranus repeating their positionings in the 3 dates in the Libra full moon of Easter, and in 1939, as I said, 5 months after the Easter, started the Second World War. No. So these 3 dates are with this difference of 2 cycles of Uranus. They are showing us lessons that we haven't learned collectively yet, unfortunately. So these positionings are, especially, of course, Uranus destabilizes in material Taurus, and it is not by chance that the same war scenario is returning. Carl Jung said that in all chaos there is a cosmos, and in all disorder there is a secret order. So in 1856, Russia lost the war, and the peace treaty was filmed in Paris. When Neptune transits from Pisces to Aries, the Secession War hatched in the United States of America in 1861. So soon, in 2025, we are going to have a most important astrological landscape with the major 4 planets shifting signs. It will be huge. Uranus will be into Gemini, Saturn into Aries, meeting Neptune there, Pluto into the revolutionary Aquarius. So it will be an extremely powerful collective change. We must expect that, and we must learn now the evolutionary lessons we were meant to. So history repeats itself? Well, cycles do, both in our individual and collective experiences. So meditate upon them can give us expansion of consciousness and of all our resources, both human and divine, to deal with change, or more than that, redo the world from the inside out. We know that Jupiter Neptune in Pisces might bring in its dark polarity water pollution, scarcity of water, several resources, mass manipulation, increase in drugs, alcohol, psychotropics consumption, worldwide fear, religious confusion, authoritarian idealisms, and so forth. But what do we envision for our collective future, nevertheless? On this full moon and Easter time, we can ignite the resurrection of wonder, seemingly against all odds. Uranus in Taurus is asking for radical honesty, dealing with our individual and collective resources, so we can create radical change and connect with each other from a place of harmony within. Venus rules Libra and is exalted in Pisces and is the primary aspect of Neptune. Uranus rules exoterically Libra. It seems the universe is calling us into the right human relationships more than ever. Jupiter, exoteric ruler of Aquarius, teaches us how to celebrate unity through diversity. And that is still a hard lesson to integrate these days. We have to work harder. Neptune rules Pisces, and Pluto is this sign exoteric ruler. So from dreamy Neptune to deep Pluto, the soul opens with real sensitivity to human suffering. Pluto shows the hidden light after the necessary sacrifice of our illusions, and through love, mysticism, creativity, intuition, connectedness, we can redo the world again from the inside out. Well, this is what I had to share with you in sweet memory of beloved Alan Oken. And please join me in reciting the great invocation from Alice Bailey, as we always did in the end of our lives, for all the peace in the world, starting with us inside. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. May Christ return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wheels of men, the purpose which the masters knew, know, and serve. From the center, which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light and love and power restore the plan on earth. Thank you.